Yeah, it's Critical Smoke. I always thanks for my countdown, Critical. Y'all, I still got all the musical Wicked in my head from So You Can Find Me. Look to the western sky. Can't sing a lick, but I went and got the little Wicked album from well, someone gifted it to me, the Wicked album from Target, and it was really, really good. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's talk about this. Good morning. It's morning. And we slept the night away and don't. And we slept the night away up here in Dalton, child. We did the Shirley Murdoch. We did the Shirley Murdoch. We was up all night. Hey, Regina. Hey, Sherry. It's morning. I'll get my coffee. We had coffee last night to 3 o'clock. I had the worst nightmares. Just random stuff, just random nightmares like Cabbage Patch Kids and moldy food and weird stuff. Hey, Miss Indians, I had the most weirdest nightmares last night because I drank coffee on a. And you guys, I did have some good Chinese food, but I'm gonna have it for breakfast because by the time I got in and got to talking to everybody and doing what I did a couple of chit chats with some news people as well. And shout out to Martin G. Johnson. We love you over here. Thanks for being like just covering. Martin G. Johnson just covers. He doesn't live in Dolton or anything like that. But what I love about him, he just covers and lets the people talk. And I listen to him because some stuff is always historical and stuff I didn't know. Okay. So let me tell you something. So last night, had a ball. It's morning. And I slept the night away. And I got up today and nothing, no nuclear bombs came off or anything just because Tiffany wasn't in office. It's the same thing. You wake up, you go to Food for Less, and you call it a day. Go do your morning walk at Dalton Park and you call it a day. So, but I am tired. I hate when I talk so much because my voice. I don't know if it's the weather, but it's like my sinuses and my voice. I already don't like my voice, but my sinuses. I sound like one of the seven dwarfs, like Drowsy Bear or Sinus Bear. That's Care Bears. Never mind. The seven dwarfs, Grumpy Dwarf or Sinus Dwarf or whatever. But anyway, enough about me waiting on the room to load, and now the room is loaded. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let's talk about last night. So y'all love to hate Burgundy Blue. It doesn't matter what I say, how fair okay, okay, Gary Coleman. Uh why don't you just go to the channel you like, my love? Why don't you just go to have you seen me say anything? Go to the channel you like. So this is Gary gave us a really good start to the day. Folgers in your cup is thanks, Regina. Folgers in your cup is really an important thing because if not, you'll wake up like Gary. So let's just start the day off with you guys love to hate Berg, and I give it to you straight. What I see, what you mad about? So last night it was so funny. And still I'm not dragging this person or anything like that, but I want to share. So Regina said here it's too early in the morning. Get your Starbucks, Gary, on me. Now This was hilarious. So let's go to Martin G. Johnson, who we love. Let's subscribe over there.
Resident.
So before we get to this, somebody clipped this for me. And it was so funny. Because it just be like a general question. And it's like, okay. I'm just asking questions. And I think that's what got everybody at panties in a bunch in the first place, because I was just asking questions. So this man came on Martin's show and he said, he with such conviction last night, he was like, as a Dolton resident, you can't even vote. Now, this is where Tiffany kind of wins the argument. The argument when she's like, man, there's a lot of outsiders that just come in. And I don't think nothing's wrong with outsiders coming in. That's how a lot of justice is won, in my opinion. If the people are not getting what they need when they're in this, I'm so sorry, I'm so stuffy this morning, you guys. If the people don't get what they need in this movement, in the movement they want, no matter what movement it is, they are they have to get help. So Ben Crump ain't flying around the United States for nothing. So this, you guys, hit the like button. I want you guys to, hey Miss Aja, I want you guys to listen to this young man when he's telling me that I need to mind my business. I don't matter because I live in Dolton, not Thornton Township. Okay.
Resident. Can you vote in Thornton Township elections? You can?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I stand corrected then.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Dolton resident, can you vote in Thornton Township elections? You can?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I stand corrected then.
Hey, one more time.
Resident, can you vote in Thornton Township elections? You can?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I stand corrected then.
And it was so weird because he was so loud. He was like, you as a Dolton resident, you can't do. And I was so confusion. You know, as we say over here, I was confusion because I was so confusing because he was, because I didn't understand, even if you don't like Burgundy or whatever, how did Tiffany win if she was a Dolton mayor and then she won Thornton Township? Because she was eligible, right? Or they, you know what I mean? So it was so weird when he was like, you can't even vote in Thornton Township elections. I was like, huh? So now the stuff becomes comical. So I never learned how weird stuff could be on the internet before this stuff happens. Like I said, people now, all I get is constant harassment, right? Because they're mad because they think I'm on a side. And I have been, if anybody's listening, even Tiffany, I just have questions. We had a great discussion, I thought, last night where we were able to, well, y'all really, really told me your opinions. I had like 100 people in the live. You told me your opinions, what you thought. We went back and forth and was like, oh, you know, like, okay, this how you feel, this how I feel. I missed some things a lot of people were telling me, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, I didn't look at it that way. And I think that's the only way to really get around anything. to get around anything, to talk it out, be adults, see what goes on. I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be perfect. And I've told y'all since the beginning, I'm not the end all be all of Dolton, right? So so y'all been sending me stuff all night. This one sent me. Someone said Burgundy Blue. Sorry, y'all. Trying to get this note together. Burgundy Blue cried on her live last night when Tiff got voted out. I did? Because it was a late night. Did I cry? When Tiff got voted out. BB was with Tiffany. I was with Tiffany and her goons outside. So I have a question. I am confusion. So I was with Tiffany and her goons outside. Doing what? What did I do? What was I doing outside? So you saw 200 people outside waiting to get in. But Tiffany was already inside. But I was with Tiffany and her goon. Not Nate Rogers, not Regina Waldrop, not the Lansing Journal. Everybody that was getting interviews with Keith Price, just Burgundy Blue. Okay. That is really, really interesting. So that's all I wanted to say. Like, y'all, it's okay for us to it's not a problem, no names. I just was confusion, as we say over here, when I'm like, well, if you thought that this is my statement on my channel, how did Tiffany run? Listen again. Yeah.
Can you vote in Thornton Township elections? You can?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I stand corrected then.
Now, that was clipped, so you had to hear the whole discussion, no names. And then finally, this is my question. Well, if you felt that way about a voter, how would you feel about how did he think Tiffany got in as Dolton mayor and township supervisor? You'd have to be eligible, right? You'd have to live there, be able to vote there, etc., right? So that's what my confusion was. And my statement to follow up was, and me and that young man ended up having a beautiful conversation at the end, because he he was so wise in other aspects. He just was not wise in what was happening in Dolton. So as our conversation continued, he started to soften up a little bit. Like, okay, so every single thing I heard may not have been 100% true. And that went for a lot of people. I'm not the end all be all on Dolton or with the politics in Dolton. I have questions that I would love y'all to answer. Like I'm gonna go to the Homewood Flossmoor Herald. It was questions about the slate. What if that's true? I didn't look into it. So while I'm saying I think the people should be heard, what if one of the requirements was the slate? Did I look into it all the way? No. So I think that's so important when we just take time and hear other people out, So let's go to the Lansing Journal as always. And also let's go to the Homewood Flossmoor. I think it is Homewood Flossmoor Chronicles. I'm going to go to that because this is the thing. I saw things from one side. We always discuss that over here. I saw I wasn't able to get into both. That's what I saw. That's what I'm sharing with y'all. Mama Hill, thanks for being here. Maybe you could give me some clarity. It's great people that have way more knowledge. I think that the people should have had a right to vote, right? That's my thing. I was told from the what I read was basically it's a caucus and they nominate the people when you get there. Um uh, why Tiffany wasn't able to be nominated, you know what I mean? And so did she have to be on a huge slate with cuz you guys were in my comments. See, this is what makes me confused. Y'all was in my comments saying Tiffany had an assessor that was running against Miss Cassandra. Y'all said she had two trustees. So it seemed like a slate to me. However, I can vouch and say when I got there, I didn't see anyone that this is just how I go, you guys, on this channel. If you don't know, hit the like button. We're here. I really can't tell y'all or heard or tell you anything about who was on her slate if that was a situation. You see what I'm saying? So it's so important to be knowledgeable and ask questions when you're dealing with stuff like this. But I will stand by. I think the people should have been heard. That's all. I mean, I don't know any person that would not think the people should be heard. That's weird if you think something. Think not. Okay. So I am so sorry, y'all. I won't be on here long because I don't know if I was in. I hope I'm not getting a cold. I was out there too long. Okay, let's see if we have. I think it was the Homewood Flossmoor Chronicle. No, I didn't. No, I wasn't crying. Hey, Caroline, I had nothing to cry about. I mean, what I'm a cry for? I'm making $300,000 a year. Now I would have cried. Now I would have cried if that was me. Y'all would have seen me. Y'all would have seen me with the. I'd have had the ugly face, shaking hands. I'd be like, Lord, I'm losing $300,000 a year. Now then I would have cried. I think it's really interesting that the people didn't have a voice, and I don't think that's fair. But if y'all saw that post about me crying, no name, if you saw that post about me crying like they put up, that also feeds into how they get away with just telling you something and you believe it. So simple stuff like this always makes me think about what happened to Tiffany, the smear campaign, the lies, just simple stuff like that. It's really interesting. Let me read your comments and then let's go to the Homewood Flossmoor Chronicles. No, I I definitely didn't cry. Hey Caroline, girl, you're not wrong. I've never seen a caucus run like that in my life. That's not to say I'm not happy at the outcome because I'm 100%, but it didn't seem right. Caroline, I see nothing wrong with that. I see nothing wrong with you. That's what I don't understand. Look, I'd be like, what did we learn this in like third grade? Sharing is caring, being fair, and all that cool stuff. Because you can hate Tiffany guts. And we had an amazing live last night. You guys check it out because you guys pointed out a lot of stuff. It was Tiffany Henyard haters and Tiffany Henyard supporters in my live. And y'all pointed out to me, you know what, Berg? Don't forget how many months we were locked out of the village hall and blah 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 and people being appointed. I said, well, touche. What I'm gonna do, Caroline? What I'm gonna say? You right. It's just about having conversations. And you know what? I think it's really weird when people don't just. I'm one of those people. Y'all saw me in that live. If you didn't, shout out to Conscious. She did a live. Remember this one person was saying how they pull somebody to the side? That's me all day. I will pull you to the side. Can I talk to you? Can we have a discussion? Because I think it's a misunderstanding. And it's not me being condescending. It's just no, I might be misunderstood. Or I might be misunderstanding you. Just like the gentleman, no name, last night and I. It was so cool. He was like, no. No, he was so aggressive at first. Then he was like, what? You can't? Oh, okay. So let's talk about it. We're not beating that man down. Think how many months he thought that way, or how long he thought, or how many years he thought that way. And he had one conversation with me, and he was like, or with Martin or whatever, and he was like, "Wait a minute, you can?" Oh, okay, correct it. Really cool guy. He was like, I stand corrected. I did not know. Isn't that something? How we learn from each other. I'm not sitting up here with my chest poked out. I'm like, when he asked me, he said, "You can? You can vote?" Yes, sir. Oh, end of story. He probably woke up today like, now let me do my research on what the heck is going on over there in that town. He didn't know. He didn't live here. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Um Now, no names. It said, I understand your concern about voters' rights. However, Tiffany was not eligible for nomination due to incomplete slate, right? I don't now see no name. I will always tell you where I cannot complete that. That's what I'm hearing today. So that's where it comes in on my turn to do research. And it's so good. It's so good to go back to one thing. Hold on. Let's go here. Because she was there. So she was there on time for the caucus. And this is where you can find it. Let me send you the link because I think that's important. I think it's important to know exactly what's going on. So she was there and the people were outside and the people were not heard. From what that's my point of view, right? No name. So then we get to this cool caucus guide that gives you all the rules. Okay. And we'll go over another video because I don't have time today. But it's really interesting. It's really interesting. So that's the clerk. It's so many, it's a long page caucus. Okay. So like we go to number 3, procedures by which qualified caucus participants. See, this is where it get tricky, no name. This is where it get tricky. The Democratic committee man, that we're just being real, you know what I mean? It's nothing against Napoleon. But if you're mad, and I'm with Miss Aj, I'm gonna get to your comment next because I'm with that too. He's a Democratic committee man and he's able to appoint or nominate himself. You gotta lose either way. You're gonna lose 1,000 times over. So it's a conflict of interest, but it's legal for him to nominate himself. You see what I'm saying? So it's sort of like a game, it's a Game of Thrones. It's a Game of Thrones. So number 6 is the part I want you to look at. Let me send you number 6. And this is what you have to, I'm so sorry, y'all. I know I sound so gross. Okay. So let's go to number 6. Whether candidates will be selected as a slate or as an individual nominees for each office. Guess who make that call? Look at number 6. Guess who make that call? So I'm being honest and not trying to be weird about your comment. I don't know. I don't know, no name. Look at number 6 because guess what? They made the rules. So if they didn't want Tiffany to be recognized, she won't be recognized. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And that's the best answer I have for you right now. And I would say go to the handbook. I linked it there from the Lansing Journal. But these are the rules. You know what I mean? So that's where I just want to, let you know what's going on. It's that hey, they made the rules stand. She probably thought she could just walk because that was a lot of people understanding. If you were Democrat, you'd be able to come in there and as a Democrat and uh put your name on the list, and then it turned to a slate and all that cool stuff. So yeah, I don't know no names. Miss I just said, yeah, those are my feelings too. It's like they doing the same thing that they say she does. Exactly. How is that going to work for the future of the township? It was my friend always said, the lesser of two evils is still evil. You see what I'm saying? Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Mm. Hey, Shy Girl. Good morning. Tiffany did not nominate a certified clerk. Okay. Thanks for letting us know. Thank you. Anna says Tiff did not have an assessor on her slate, therefore her slate was incomplete and ineligible for consideration. So when did those rules come about, Anna? Because we're looking at the establishing of the rules of procedure. I would like clarity on it said, okay, look, the multi-township central committees. So who's the committees of the township? We saw Napoleon and all of those people shall promulgate caucus rules of procedure prior to holding their respective established political party caucus. So that could have been during the time they were having pizza. The rules of procedure must be approved and shall be amended by a majority vote of the qualified participants at the caucus. I'm just, you guys look it up for yourself. The rules of procedure shall include, but are not necessarily limited to, the following. We're just going to go on down to number 6. Whether candidates will be selected as a slate or, now that or is important, whether candidates will be selected as a slate or as individual nominees for each office. You see what I'm saying? So the rules, if they saw Tiffany get out the truck with her baby and not an assessor, she done. She done. I'm just telling y'all. Don't shoot me for being a messenger. Let me know your thoughts. Big Mike, do you know what's going on? Can you fill us in on this caucus? So you guys read. It's 18 pages long. It's not that long, but read the caucus rules that was just submitted in July. And remember, before the caucus, y'all, I love to talk to you guys. Let me tell you, I do not get mad when you challenge me. I promise, because I love to hear what you have to say. Um, when the caucus, I think y'all. I hope I'm not getting a cold. Oh my gosh, because I wasn't. That's because I was dressed in a damn baby fat jacket, looking crazy. Not prepared to be outside that long. Hit the like button, you guys. So excuse me for sounding congested. Um, if you guys want to say Napoleon beat Tiffany in her own game, I understand. If you guys want to say um you don't like Tiffany, I understand. But I think it's fair to say that the people should have had their speak. They should have been able they should have had their voices heard, not just a group of people. Like I've been telling y'all, look at everybody that had the lanyards that was hanging out. it should have been a click. It should have been open all over. Things, if you guys are always anytime confused about Burgundy, things I didn't like seeing Tiffany doing. Um Appointing people that really didn't deserve it. I didn't like seeing that. Like, where the hell Burge come from? I've always been like that with you guys and tell you how I feel. Um, but now to I think we might be we in danger, girl. That's all I could say because it was very weird to see how clicky people were. And the only reason, and let me tell you, y'all think I'm saying I'm in danger, you in danger, we in danger as a township. No, 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 because the wrong people are. Nope. Let me tell you what's wrong. The same people that said to vote for Tiffany, if they don't get what they want, I'm not a Jason House fan, but I don't think Jason House gonna last 4 years because if he does not give, and I'm talking about Dolton now, so we're separating the two. If he does not give the people what they want, they're gonna turn on him so hard. Oh my God, it's gonna be worse than Tiffany. If he does not give these people what they want, they're gonna turn on him. It's gonna be worse than Tiffany, you guys. It's gonna be worse. Y'all gonna be throwing devil horns on Jason. And then like just wait for it. That's just my opinion. Tiffany, I always said since the beginning, I never saw Tiffany winning the township. I told y'all this, not wishing anything on nobody. Never saw her winning the township. But y'all renominated Chris Gonzalez, and he the one nominated. What sense would that make? Why y'all letting him get away with that? It's our fault. It's our fault. How y'all letting Chris Gonzalez get away with that? You know what I mean? Y'all will forgive everybody and everybody as long as they don't like Tiffany. So when people be like, "Oh, you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button." When people be like, "Oh, Berg, you're a Tiffany supporter," all I would have to do is do a thumbnail with Tiffany with a gold chain or whatever and some ashy lips. Y'all will be like, "Oh, let's click. This is she's been doing this," just like the young man I was talking to. When I talked to him, he was like, "Oh," and that was really cool that we had that talk because it was like you've been wandering around here thinking that people in Dalton don't have a voice. That is so strange. I don't blame you because you don't live here. Or we had another guy. You're in charge of Dalton politics and you don't live here, or you in okay, child. Okay, let's get over to some comments and let's get on out because I plan on kicking it today. I'm just gonna hang out today. Big Mike said a caucus is a party B political strategy to use against political opponents. That's why Napoleon used it to remove her from the ballot. Oh. Hey, Gardis, good morning. If Ron Burge was a staunch anti-Tiffany supporter, they would support him and forget. That's very true. And forget about his criminal past. If Ron Burge could have been Ron Burge, if he would say I'm for Jason House, they'll make him police chief. That's how weird this situation is. That's why we in danger, girl. Let's look a little bit. Let's do a video because I won't be able to stay on here long because my voice is gone. I had such a good time last night. Everyone called me. We had so much fun. Me and my friends on the tube. We had like a little private Zoom and phone calls and all that stuff. And we were drinking. We all put our coffee pots on last night. So I think y'all gonna have some really good videos today from a lot of different YouTubers, and you guys will be shocked. It's even the YouTubers that do the anti-Tiffany stuff. And I'm not lying to you guys. They do the anti-Tiffany videos, like the big YouTubers with over 50,000 subscribers. They do the anti-Tiffany videos and they be like, y'all, child, I gotta do it for my family, but I feel like I need to vent. And it's so cool to hear them vent because from the background, we're listening to them vent. But to you guys, you're listening, not you guys, but I say you guys, to the public, you're listening and you're like, yeah, we hate Tiffany too. And they're making mega bucks. They making mega bucks, mega bucks. I'll let you in on a secret. When I was going through so much, I was going through a lot of the huge, not a lot, two huge YouTubers. When they saw what I was going through, they were one of my biggest supporters behind the scenes, making sure I had what I needed, or making sure I was at when if I needed to go to court. It was just really cool. They were trying to look out for me because they knew I was fighting a fight that the public did not want to hear, and they were taking the easier route, if you will, the anti-Tiffany route. But I want to say this, sadly enough, y'all make a Tiffany a victim. Y'all so sloppy. Let's just see how this play out. Let's what y'all so sloppy. Y'all gonna make this girl, and people are gonna be sitting up there. Tiffany gonna end up having a Barbie doll by all this with a little blonde wig. Let's go to this.
What happened, Tiffany? What happened? The vote already happened. Who's the slave? Who's the slave? Who's the slave? Who's the slave?
And you know what? This is how you know you should not be afraid when you get into what's going on here. Look at Tiffany mom. Tiffany had her mom there, her baby there. When you get into y'all, if you're gonna be afraid of, don't be afraid. Vote your conscience, vote for your family, vote for what you believe in. Don't be afraid of people just doing a smear campaign on somebody. Goddess has the amazing question. And I think Daltonites, we should ask this question now that we have an election in February. So it says, now that it's about official that Tiffany won't be supervisor for a township, what's next? Why nobody asked what's next? It's nothing next. It's vote for me. I'm better than Tiffany. That's what everybody running on. Vote for me. I'm better than Tiffany. Ain't that crazy? We don't ask any plans, policies, budgets. What you gonna do? Just vote for me. I'm better than Tiffany. That's all.
Who's that slave? Who's that slave? We never got the opportunity.
We've been here.
We won't stand for it.
Tiffany, tell me what happened. None of y'all vote. The
Tiffany, tell us what happened.
Let me tell you something. Chavis, a lot of people won't believe me. They won't believe me until it's too late. They'll never. Let me tell you this: if Tiffany get out of office, do you think people want you covering Napoleon Harris? Do you think they want you covering Jason House? They are so nervous right now. They are so nervous. A lot of people want Tiffany, even though they tell you they don't. They want Tiffany right back in office. What they gonna do? And I'm not like, people be like, oh, they'll come over to my channel and say I'm begging for money or clicks and views. I've been just sitting here just talking to 30 people. Hit the like button. But it'll be, I could easily flip this Tiffany story and be a big YouTuber. I'm right here. So I could easily flip the Tiffany Henry saga. And y'all will be sitting out there like, what? Oh my God, let me tune in to Burgundy Blue. She gonna give us a picture of the driveway. If I would make a video to say her mother's $500,000 driveway, how many views do you think I'll get? Because y'all said she wrote that check to pave her mama driveway, remember? She cashed that check with the car. If I would just do a tour of the empty currency exchange, how many views you think I get? Yeah, I know what to do. I was on YouTube and already monetized and already established way before Tiffany drama. I just decided to talk about it like a idiot. But let's continue.
It's your
You just did an illegal
Nobody
meeting.
knows the slate.
We didn't get started at 7 o'clock. How they gonna have the vote if we didn't even come in yet? How did they nominate people if we did not go?
Were y'all in there? Did the nomination happen? Yes. Who's the slate? Hey, the media won't tell us who the slate is. Stop them.
What'd you hear, Carol?
Cameraman.
What was the slate?
It was really difficult to hear the slate of candidates over the shouting. But Harris was nominated.
Now, I don't agree with Carol right here. Hey, Carol. Carol's with the Lancet Journal. I just gonna say where I don't agree with her, but she was saying because of the shouting. Anyone there, none of us could hear, even when you watch Rico video. But she pointed out that Tiffany was the one shouting. The whole room was shouting. Carol, girl, I'm with you, girl. But I was like, the whole room was shouting. But then that's the plus, love Carol. Missing Josh a little bit. She's not the new Josh, but missing Josh a little bit because it's a little more opinionated than we just like that we get the news. But let's listen. Y'all tell me I could be overreacting. So tell me what you guys think. I was like, we heard the whole room. And shout out to Carol. Blue looks good on you. We heard the whole room yelling. Why are we pointing out one person? That's why you couldn't hear, because I'm only bringing this up because if you couldn't hear who was nominated because Tiffany was yelling, we're gonna need you in danger, girl.
But Harris was nominated as supervisor. Chris Gonzalez was nominated as one of the trustees. And honestly, that's all I got right now. It was so incredibly loud in there. Tiffany Henyard was screaming the entire time while the proceedings were going on. Harris almost had the sergeant of arms actually remove her from the room, from the caucus because of her screaming. So that's all I got right now. We'll offer as much as we can as soon as we get the full ticket.
Okay, that's Carol Shawarka from the Lansing Journal. Thank you, Carol.
All right, we get in.
I know that's right.
Paul, do you have time for a quick comment? You want to tell us what happened in there today?
We couldn't hear a thing. There was absolutely no PA system, and we were sitting up in the bleachers. But obviously, it was voice vote.
Yeah.
But we thought that there would be a lengthy discussion as the rules, but there weren't.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, so that's it. All right, you guys, this is very interesting. So Gardner says, it's unbelievable that Gonzalez, the guy who opened the way for Tiffany to be supervisor, was nominated to be trustee again. I hope voters on April 1st remember that. They won't. Gardner, I hate to bust your bubble. If you got a bubble, pop it now. They won't. Because it's all about just hate Tiffany. It don't matter. You could choke a baby chicken, fry it up in the air fryer, make a nugget in front of a little cute baby chicken. Little cute baby chicken. You can fry it up, put it in the air fryer. They'll be mad. You're inhumane, Gardis. You're inhumane. All you gotta say is, but I hate Tiffany. Oh, make this man the president. Skip Trump. Make him the president. Make him the president. So, hey, Scott, I missed you. Dawn said some YouTubers and residents got used and will be left behind with no content money. Only local parties will be offered. Everyone won't have a job. You are right, Dawn. A lot of people like, yes, I got a job. I'm going to be here. All the people you complained about having the jobs, they won't have the jobs, but now they're going to sort of try to place those people wherever they can because they're going to be happy with whatever crumbs they get to just be a part of the clique. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. I just knew Chris was out. You would think we're smarter than that. You would think we're smarter than that, but we're not. All you have to do is say you hate Tiffany. That's it. That you don't even have to, like, literally, I could have ran for office and said, I'm running because I hate her. I hate her. I hate the color of her wig and I hate the highlights. Y'all would have been like, Burgundy for president. I'd be like, yep, there you go. But if you're different and you go against the crowd, this is where it leaves you. And they just want her kicked out. It's like, is the FBI, hey Shy Girl, thanks for being here. Thanks for your comment. Is the FBI on her heels though? Are they? Is she moving like the FBI on her heels though? Like it's a time in everyone's life. Lean on me. Child. I understand no name. You could feel that way. I get it. I appreciate your comment too. If you feel like I'm not objective, I can see it. If that's how you feel, I can get it. I'm over here literally telling you stuff I did not like that Tiffany did, like the Bird situation, like the Michael Smith situation. I've said that, but people feel like that's not enough. They feel like I'm supposed to go at her jugular every time I go live. And because I'm here and I see that after she's my fourth mayor. Are you in Thornton Township? No name. Just a question. I don't think you have to be to judge what's going on. I'm just asking. This is my fourth mayor I've been through. She's the only one that did any kind of change. Now, when we get into the budgets and stuff, I was with everybody like, oh my God, she's taking all the money. Am I wrong? But didn't we hear some about like the Tahoe was missing and being repoed, and we see her getting the Tahoe? We see her literally getting the same Tahoe, same plates and all. And you could go back in my videos, even when Long Island Audit was here. She's getting in the exact same Tahoe. Even the Tahoe they complained that was so expensive. She's getting in the Tahoe. The same Tahoe they said was missing payments. She's getting in the Tahoe. What am I supposed to think? I'm supposed to just run with because somebody said, or in the words of Trina Downs, am I going to believe what I see, or am I going to believe you or my lying eyes? I'm watching what's happening, and Tiffany's not perfect and she's not an angel. And I'm not telling people to vote for Tiffany, but I think a lot more people need to think for themselves. And I'm being very objective when I'm saying, yeah, I don't agree with you appointing Burge. I don't agree with the two lawyers sitting next to her when they're not village attorneys, but I also don't agree with Murphy sitting next to the trustees and he's not a village attorney either. That's being objective. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. So great, No Name. So since you're here, you see things and you see what's going on. Who's been on a bank account for the last 4 years? What's the one person that's been on the bank account the last 4 years? Just tell me. The one person out of our whole party, who's been on the bank account to see everything the last 4 years? Okay, so I'm sorry, no name. Then why are we okay with Chris Gonzalez coming back in? They nominated Tiffany Henyard. Tiffany's appointment at Thornton Township Supervisor was suspicious. Easy come, easy go. They nominated Tiffany Henyard, and everybody got cool jobs. Like Chris Gonzalez came over here. So since you're from here, no name, like you say, Chris Gonzalez, why was he on the fire and police board as soon as he nominated Tiffany? Why did his company do all the construction and painting for Village Hall? Like, these are questions I'm just asking. Hey, Big Ob, you told us this was gonna happen, y'all. Big Ob told us this was gonna happen a year ago. A year ago. Big Ob, we don't listen to you. Scott said, by the way, who on the other side showed up to see Kiki Wyatt? Oh, well, for sure Stubbs was there. I saw her. You saw Nate Fields was there because he posted a picture in his neck brace. It's a lot of people that was there. It's on my video. It's one person that I try to be sensitive about, Scott. So but she was there because she had a situation. She was there. It's on my video, so I'm not lying. Somebody that everyone's been kind of like sensitive about. If you get what I'm putting down, she was there kicking it. Sherry was there at the Kiki Wyatt Fest. It was a lot of people there and Tiffany didn't kick them out. So there you go. Okay, so Shy Girl. Can anybody answer Shy Girl question right here that saw what was going on in my live last night? Shy Girl said, I do believe she knows the FBI is on her. Thanks, Shy Girl, for that. This is the part we got to answer. I stopped feeling sorry for her when she hired a SA. Is that what I think it is, Shy Girl? Is the SA what I think it is? Is it supposed to be SF? I mean, SO or SA? Am I right? Let me know. Make sure I'm seeing it right. That's when she should have been removed. Did you see the person she hired at the party last night? Go to Reality Check TV. So if you're talking about if she hired the person that was on, sorry guys. Are you Shy Girl? I'm not trying to be condescending. Are you okay? That's what you mean, Shy Girl. What if I told you that person she hired, right? Are you still mad if they were there at the Thornton Township election inside with Napoleon and everybody else and all your favorite trustees? Not saying your favorite, but all the favorite trustees. Would you still be mad at them, or are you just mad at Tiffany? Because that's what I saw. And it's on Reality Check TV. Did y'all see that? Shy Girl, would you be mad if the same SO person was at the caucus? Are you still equally mad? I'm literally asking because I want to know what people's heads are. Because he was there. He was there. Clear picture of him. He was there. Okay, thank you. I was just making, Shy Girl, you had me worried for a minute. Shy. Okay, so you mad at everything. Okay. I was just wondering, because see, that's the thing. People be mad at one thing and not the other. Like, okay. And it's nothing wrong with that. If you feel like, let me be clear. This person, it could be anything, any person. I'm not talking about just them specifically. I'm talking about you as a person, your thoughts. You could have, let me be clear. You could have done the crime, paid your debt to society, and you could be moving on with your life. That could be it. You could have paid your crime, did your crime, did your time for a lot of people. So I'm not judging that. I just wanted to see if you were just Tiffany wrong. And then y'all, why we never look at, I know y'all mad at Tiffany. And I learned a lot last night. Y'all schooled me. Y'all said the head of the, pyramid gets all the, it's like they get all the flack. I understand. It come with the seat. So now I understand how a lot of people think, and I appreciate y'all bringing that to my attention. Now it's like we don't look at Keith Freeman. Keith Freeman was in charge of every step. Stuff didn't go bad actually until they got rid of Dorothy Brown. Now nobody's saying Dorothy Brown was sitting there with a choir robe on. I'm saying, did y'all notice how bad Dolton got once Keith Freeman got in and they got rid of Dorothy Brown? And where we are now, is it just this whole scandal started with Keith Freeman. This is really true. Okay, Don said, what happened to all the victims? I thought it was almost 20. It was. I thought so too. I just want to know what happened for real. It's so weird because I would think, now let me tell you, as someone that's been through the controversy, I would say that I could see people not stepping forward. I can talk that. But one person, just one out of the 20, they didn't say, you know what? I see what this sister going through. Let me share my story. Weak as fuck. And y'all know I don't cuss like that. That's weak as fuck if that is really happened. So thank you, Dawn, for saying that. You know what? I think, oh my God, Anna, don't tell me that. Anna, get out of here. Please don't tell me that. I'm mad. Thanks for the break. He's done. I'm just over him. Thank you, Anna. Anna said Michael Smith was supposed to be a clerk. I'm just over him running. I hate to be like, I'm gonna always give you both sides. I just think he just go away. Thank you, Anna. I wasn't telling you to go away. Thanks for letting me know. No Name said Chris Gonzalez never takes accountability for his role in the mess. Get him out of here. Yeah. But you know what? We don't hold them accountable. So sometimes y'all, a lot of people, not y'all, when I say y'all, it's just a figure of speech. But people be like, oh, Berg, you this. No, it's our fault as a community that we even let that slide. When Chris Gonzalez goes up on the ballot, no one should vote for him. Period. You don't get to partake in all the luxuries for 1, 2, 3 years and then turn around and say, oh, I don't like this person, because you see them failing in the media. You don't get that. You don't get to nominate that person, tell the people that's who you want, and then get to, he's very deceitful in my eyes. Which one? Oh, the trustees. The trustee. Hey, Flyboy, what's up? The trustees, they can't do it. I think Clerk Wells, you know what, Anna, I don't know. Anna C, if you guys didn't know, Anna C and I have one of those relationships where they are on, it's not a side. It's like they tell me what they see and I tell them what they see. So just so y'all know. So please, no, none of my mods block Anna. I like to hear what they see. I don't know, because her husband's so successful as the mayor. She probably just thinks she's a shoo-in to just be re-picked up. But also, Anna, it could be, would you even want to, I would retire. I would retire and call it a day. Would you even want to be, once they saw Clerk Wells, in my opinion, this is my opinion, hugging Tiffany or Tiffany hugging her, you think Napoleon gonna let her sit next to him? Even though it's the people's vote? No, I don't. Real Magnolia said, just let the people decide what the primary. That's how Kamala lost last month. Yep. You know what? Thanks for bringing that up. I always say, and I be joking, Beyonce couldn't save Kamala. What we gonna do? Okay. Garda says, and if the Thornton Township Board of Trustees had strong leadership, Tiffany would have never gotten that seat. Why didn't they? They so mad at Tiffany. Why didn't one of them vote for themselves? Did anybody see Darlene last night? I was wondering because they're saying, okay, so like I just had a comment from Anna that said that Michael Smith was supposed to be a clerk. I know Darlene was supposed to be trustee. So if she had a full slate, so did Tiffany have a full slate or she did not have a full slate? When we really think about it, y'all let me know, okay? And who was missing from the slate? Just wondering. How many people you think gonna keep up with Dolton after she's gone? Not none. It's over. Once you got in bed with the hate Tiffany train, all these people are not that's gonna be elected. All these people are not gonna want you following the new people that get elected. Nope. And I think Tiffany gonna go off the grid for a while because let's face it, let's not be Tiffany made her money. If y'all want to say she's stealing, that's what y'all want to say, but she had no reason to steal. Tiffany was making damn near $400,000 a year. She already was a millionaire by the second year, right? Second and a half year, right? Now I'm saying 400,000 from the township. Then you got Dolton. She probably was getting 80K there because don't forget she's the not only in Dolton. So if you didn't know, in Dolton, Tiffany is the mayor, and would come with the seat is the liquor commissioner. That's another check. So she got 2 checks. Then in Thornton Township, she got that over 200 and some thousand from Frank Zuccarelli, like 280,000, I think, from Frank Zuccarelli, because she took over the seat after he died. Plus, she got perks and all of that cool stuff. So she was making close to 400,000 a year. Let's not even talk about how Tiffany is a landlord. Not just, she already was a landlord. She already was a business owner. She's a millionaire easily. Easily. So I don't think she had outright. When you go over all the controversy, when you get through the trustees and what they have going on, Tiffany actually is the less controversial background wise. Tiffany's I know she had the mold situation, but she's the less controversial background. Really look into it, you guys. Oh, assessor. Thank you, Anna. Okay. So Big Op, thank you, Magnolia. She didn't have an assessor. Okay, so let's go back to this right here. Y'all are so cool for telling me that. Thank you. And I want to go back to here. Can anyone tell me when did they come up with that rule? So let's go to number 6 again. And I'm genuinely asking. This is the rules they came up with. So, you got Stephanie who hates her. You got Napoleon who hates her. You got Nikita who hates her. You got Kiana Belcher that hates her. So number 6 says, this is the rules of procedure. Whether candidates will be selected as a slate or as individual nominees for each office. When did they come up with that rule? I'm just asking because I really don't know. All right. So was it that day? Was it because remember we were just supposed to get petitions at one point. Then it went from getting petitions to blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? So when did they come up with that? So thanks, y'all. I enjoyed this discussion because let me tell you, I learned just as I learned from y'all. I really do. I learned from y'all, and I appreciate y'all enlightening me on your perspective. So yeah, I put that link in there. I'm gonna put it in one more time. Look over the rules. When did they come up with the rules? And also look at who's in charge of the dots, DOTTS. Michael Smith, he may not be my favorite person in the world. But when he said connect the dots, he wasn't lying. Okay, let's go to this.
Township Supervisor Tiffany Hinyard in her petition for re-election. She was defeated in a bid to be Democratic Party nominee in a rare and pretty chaotic caucus last night.
Yep, Marissa Perlman joins us live now in the studio, breaking down what's happening over this whole ballot battle, Marissa.
Oh, what a night, guys. Let's start there. This is actually the first caucus that Thornton Township has actually seen in nearly 30 years. And Tiffany Hinyard's path to keep her job, well, just got a bit more difficult. This was a room packed full full of 600 people at the Homewood-Flossmoor Park District. The Democratic Party caucus for the township made it official in just about 7 minutes flat by deciding to deny embattled current township supervisor Henyard's name from being on the ballot altogether in April. Now, Illinois State Senator Napoleon Harris will now be nominated as the Democratic challenger for the position. Henyard has faced criticism over township spending while also fighting with trustees. She used Thornship Township buses to transport her supporters to the meeting, mostly seniors, yet many didn't get inside the auditorium since it was too packed.
I hate that I have to do this. I was there. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. But that's why it's so important for history. I have on my video a lot of people being transported to the village hall meetings I swear to y'all, would never lie. I swear. And we'll do this on my next video. But you could go to my live videos, and you probably can go to the May Village Hall meeting in Dolton. People you'll see physically. I'll clip it for you guys. I just don't have time this morning. Getting off the bus. One of them, the most vocal person you ever met in your life. She was riding the Thornton Township bus to Village Hall just to tell the mayor she hates them. The news didn't cover that. It was people being transported that were anti-Tiffany people as well. It wasn't just her supporters. I would have believed it if I wasn't there. You know what I mean?
Packed already. Henyard left the caucus fuming.
It's the right way. Illegal. Napoleon.
So those seeking the nomination for township supervisor needed all 8 people for their slate, which includes the supervisor, the highway director, the clerk, the assessor, and 4 trustees. Henyard didn't have a certified assessor on her ticket, deeming hers invalid.
This is a process that's been going on way before me, and it's just I'm exercising my rights as the committeeman to hold a caucus.
Now, Henyard's camp threatening legal action, but legally you can have a primary or you can have a caucus. That's how it works. And this was actually one of 5 caucuses that was held throughout the county last.
I wish I was at that Republican caucus, because you know what, you guys, this is my thoughts. What if the Republicans come in and take over the township and nobody get a chance? Didn't think about that, huh? Because they were so low key. Their caucus was at 6 o'clock. Did any of the news go to the Republican caucus? I wonder, maybe Melanie did, or the Lancet Journal. Did anyone go to the Republican caucus and see what they had going on over there? They got a whole nominee. All right, y'all. I appreciate you so much. Hit the like button before you leave.
I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
Take care of yourself and each other. Bye.
Commentary blue. Commentary. Burgundy. Commentary. Comment blue. Commentary. Comment Burgundy blue.